From basketball to football, hockey, and now volleyball, Indy's got your sports scene. We have it all. And right now we are gearing up for Indy Ignite's Saturday matchup against the Grand Rapids Rise. So this is the new pro volleyball team in town. And here to tell us all about it is All-Star and Indy Ignite outside hitter, Leketor Member-Meneh. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you're in your second season with the league, right?
Yes.
So what's it like being in Indianapolis?
I think it's so cool. I mean, they always talk about how much of a sports city this is, but to actually be here and be a part of it is like unreal. And being so close to home as well has been really awesome.
Tell us a little bit about how you got here. You've had an interesting volleyball career so far.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how I got here. By the grace of God, really. I mean, I went from last year to fighting for a starting spot to this year, like really making a name for myself in the league. And so, yeah, I'm not sure how I got here, just taking every day, one day at a time and embracing the journey. Now,
you went to Italy. You played in Italy, right?
Yes.
And Atlanta. And you and I were talking before the segment about how you never actually thought you'd be here doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just because at first there was no pro volleyball here in the United States. You know, I went to Italy and I think it could be for some people and it just wasn't for me, being so far away from home, being so far away from my support system. And I think after I left Italy, I did choose to stop. And then by the grace of God, he brought pro volleyball here to the United States. So I was able to keep my shoes on and keep playing. So yeah, this has been really exciting.
Okay, and boy, you can hit. Fun fact, some of your serves have been clocked at 60 miles an hour. What's it take to do that?
A lot of ab work.
Okay.
A lot of ab work, a lot of repetition, and at the time I was practicing a lot before practice, after practice. I think that's the one skill in volleyball that you can do completely on your own without no other help. And so knowing that, I just wanted to hone in on that, and yeah, here we are. Well,
we've seen a lot of this city's pro athletes at Ignite games, from Colts players to Fever players. Caitlin Clark has been to some games. What's it like to receive that kind of support from the pros? Especially from Caitlin?
I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. I think seeing all the other athletes at really high levels supporting volleyball just lets me know and feel confident that like volleyball is actually going to be able to go somewhere in this country. Like just like, you know, the Colts or like Caitlin Clark, like we are at the top of our league. We are at the top of our game here in volleyball. And so being able to have that recognized by other top pro athletes has been like really huge.
I'm sure. All right, so let's talk about Saturday. What are you thinking about? What are you expecting for the match Saturday?
Oh, I'm excited. Right now we're up 2-0 against Grand Rapids. I know that they're going to be really hungry to beat us, and I know that we're fighting for a spot in the top 4 to make it to playoffs. And so it's going to be a lot of hungry women on the court, like trying to ball out, and it's going to be full of energy and super exciting. All
right. Well, we know that tickets for the match are selling pretty fast. What's the atmosphere at Fisher's Event Center when it's packed with fans? You talked about the pro athletes, but obviously having everybody there supporting you has got to be great.
It is electric. It's like one of those things that you can talk about, but you have to actually be in the arena to really feel it and understand it. And so, yeah, the energy is insane. I think how the crowd like responds to like the things that we're doing on the court makes us only want to go harder. And yeah, we do it for them. We do it for the fans. So yeah, super electric in there. All
right, well, let's put the information on the screen. The Indy Ignite in action tomorrow against Grand Rapids. You can watch it all over on WTHR Plus. The Ignite and the Rise playing for a shot at the Pro Volleyball Federation playoffs. The match starts at 7. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, we'll be right back.